Hi, how you guys doing? Here I have a 2006 Chrysler 300c 5.7 Hemi. This is an update, a part 2 to a previous video that I posted on YouTube on July 30th, 2022. So on the previous video, I thought I found the fix for the Chrysler 300 stalling. I thought it was I had to clean all of my connections on the harness. I thought they were all dirty. Reason why I thought that was the fix is because after I cleaned all of my connections, the car ran good for about 30 hours. Then it started stalling again. The car would turn off when I come into a stop. The car would jerk, and some lights on the dash would flicker as the car is jerking. When the car would turn off and I would turn it back on, the transmission would take a while for it to get into gear. So I had some codes, some random codes, honestly, just come on the car. Lost communication with ECM, codes for the transmission, and some other random ones. So I wasn't really sure what the problem was. After buying a new ECM and trying it out, this did not fix my problem. But from AutoZone, they did give me this paper basically saying common failures that cause misdiagnosis of PCM failures. And I decided to give this a, check it out. It could be a number of issues, guys. But for my issue, I realized that, so first, I noticed that one of the connections looked a little loose on the ECM. So I tried to put some zip ties, see if that'll solve my problem. It didn't. But what I noticed was after moving my ECM and my wires around a couple of times here and there, the car would run good for a little while. And, I just thought when the car would shut off, I'll pop the hood. I'm like, let me go ahead and move this around, see if that's what the problem is. It will run good for a while. Boom, turn off. So I'll come and I'll check this again. I'll move it. Right now, it's unbolted. It's supposed to go here, but I unbolted it. I put it here. And the car has actually been running pretty good for 72 plus hours. Obviously, not all one day or on 3 days, but this is my issue. I have a faulty wire somewhere around here, or a corroded wire, or something. It has to do with something right here, guys, because every time I move my ECM in this harness, these wires right here, the car runs perfectly fine. It has nothing to do with none of these parts that I changed here. It's something here, and I'm not gonna move it right now and show you because the car's been running absolutely perfect for 72 plus hours. I haven't had to move it. I haven't had to get out of the car and show you guys. But I would recommend, for anybody that's having ECM codes or any issues with stalling, I would suggest that you guys try and check some of this out. My mechanic himself told me he wasn't sure what the issue was, so I had to, of course, take matters into my own hands and, figure out what my problem was, because if not, I'd be taking the bus. So I would say check absolutely everything on this list, guys, if you can, if you know what you're doing. If not, take it to a mechanic. Throttle position sensor, idle, oxygen sensors, auto shutdown relay. Make sure you have no vacuum leaks. You know what I mean, guys? Make sure your connections are good from here and from the battery in the back. I would say check all that stuff out. See if it fixes your issue. For me, my issue was a bad connection. I'll even show you guys. I'm about to start the car. She runs perfectly fine. Starts every time. She doesn't give me any issues. I can show you here as well. Let's see. Let me go to my time. There you go. 75 hours. That the car's been running perfectly fine. Hasn't shut off. But yeah, guys, other than that, I hope you guys, I hope this will help you. Maybe your issue will be right there from the harness, because I noticed here it's supposed to have some clips. So I'm not sure if maybe a wire got burned here somewhere or back here, because it does get pretty hot. And I had to put some zip ties here to hold the wires. But I'm not sure, guys. I would say check out your wires. Maybe move it around. Take a computer off. Put it like I have it right here. You know what I mean? Maybe you have the same issue. Maybe this is a problem.